Good morning, my fellow trucketeers. Today is January the 23rd, 2023. Yes, this is my first video being filmed in 2023. So happy New Year, I guess, even though you had already seen a few videos between then and now. I've had 4 weeks off of filming, so I've had a bit of a break, so I'm nicely refreshed, so I can bring you a lot more medium quality average content. God, it's a bit narrow for her. Let's watch that tree. Not do that. Don't want to hit a tree again in that corner. I'll tell you about that later. Yeah. So I'm currently heading towards Clumpton, heading to Wayne's Transport because I dropped a trailer off there on Friday. Because it's a heavy trailer, it saves us bringing it back through all the lanes and up and down all the hills, burning extra fuel that we don't need just to go back out this way. So my boss told me to drop it off at Wayne's Yard, so I'm going to go collect it now and then continue on my way. So we're a little way away actually. I'm not as close as I thought it was, to be honest. Got a little bit further to go. Never mind. Anyway, I had a very good Christmas and New Year. It was all good. Everything was all good. Had a good time. I was a little bit ill after Christmas. A bit of a sickness bug, but these things happen. It gets really narrow here. Hopefully all the cars stop. Kind of wish I went the long way now. Don't have to think as much. Yeah, I had a good New Year and that, celebrated everything. I went back to work on the 3rd, I think it was the 3rd, the Tuesday after New Year's. Yeah, but I had a few quiet weeks, and had 3 little things happen. So I've had my three things happen at the moment. You know, they say these bad things happen in threes, so they've all happened now. So hopefully we'll be alright. Shame I weren't filming one of them because it would have been quite funny, but again, I'll tell you all about that in a bit. I've got some pictures, so I'll show you. If you've been on my social, you probably already know. At least one of them anyway. I don't think I posted up the other two. No, I didn't. No. Yeah. So hopefully everything's worked out well, that there hasn't been any gap in my content. Obviously I've got to get this one edited now, but I've still got a video coming out tonight and a video coming out next Monday, and then I've got no more content left. So this one will be the first video of February. So yeah, this one will be actually quite recent for a release date compared to what it normally is, but I'll soon get a buffer of videos again, so I'll probably end up being about 4 or 6 weeks ahead again. So it all depends how my week's going. If I've got, sometimes I'll just pick a random day and film, and then say like I film on a Monday and Tuesday, and then something interesting to come up on a Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll end up filming that as well. So we'll see what happens with that. I haven't had anything too interesting. Last week was a busy week. I think I covered 2,002 miles last week, which I think is about 3,300 kilometres or something silly like that. Can't remember now because I've handed my paperwork in, so I haven't got my mileage sheet on me. I'll go soon print it off on the tacker and actually find out what the difference was between the Monday and the Friday. But I can't be asked. Quite tired. Yeah, it's currently 7:23. I got in at 6 o'clock this morning after defrosting the car. Also, another thing on that, I got some bits together for the MX-5, so I'll be doing an MX-5 video at some point as well, which will come out at some point before or after this video. So I'll be doing that. Sort of been saving up the money to get all the bits together. Was going to do it last weekend and realised I needed something else, so I had to put it all back together. Now the weekend just gone, I could have done it, but it's just too damn cold and I couldn't be bothered. I don't fancy sitting out in the icy road doing it, so yeah, I'll sod it. I can wait till weekend coming, I think. But again, depends on the weather. not going to sit out there and rain and do it. And I'm going to sit out there when it's -2 and do it. Because sod that. This road here, that's the one we need. We're nearly there. Yeah, so we got a trailer up here which is full of fertiliser. It's quite a heavy trailer. That's why we left it there, because like I said, it saves it dragging it back to the yard and burning that extra fuel when we don't need to. There's a truck coming down. I think I'll wait here. It'll be easier to wait here. Move over a bit. Wayne's truck. It's the only problem with coming down there at this time in the morning. I'll end up passing a lot of the old Wayne's trucks. Generally always give each other a quick flash when we go past each other anyway. Welcome. That's one of the rigid boys. My boss has done some work with them or for them or whatever before, so we'll generally give each other a wave when we go past each other. There's a few companies we do work for like that. Anyway, yeah, I've got a trailer up here which is full of fertiliser, 600 kilo bags. Usually we're loaded up with 47 600 kilo bags, and that pretty much puts us on our weight. But I was a little bit heavier this time. I'll end up being 44 tonnes, 460 kilos, so I was 460 kilos over my limit. So they took a bag off me, which put me down to 43,840, because the product's 600 kilos and the bag's about 20 kilos, so yeah, took me down by 620 kilos. So yeah, we were underweight, so the farmer's only getting 46 bags today rather than 47. Which is fine. It is what it is. They ain't gonna let me out on the road when I'm overweight, and I don't particularly want to drive overweight anyway, because I get pulled over by the old ministry and I get told off. Get a slap on the wrist. Alright, it's in here somewhere. I almost went past it the other day when I come in here, because the first time I came in. There's this gateway here, isn't it? As long as they haven't moved the trailer, I know exactly where it is. There we go. Looks like most of the trucks are out now. I imagine a lot of these guys leave a lot earlier than I do. Bumpy. Alright, there she is. Let's hitch up and get on. It sagged quite a bit when I dropped it the other day. There we go. Drop axle will go down in a minute. There we go. Give it the old tug test. 1, 2, right. Let's go hitch up. And I'll see you when I'm at the customer, I guess. No point showing you much else at the moment. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. we've had a bit of a morning of it. We stopped off at, I picked up the trailer, went out, whatever. Got up in a bit of traffic, getting back onto the M5, that's fine, whatever. Sort of busy-ish sort of time in the morning. I went down to Exeter Services, went and had something to eat for breakfast. And sort of got out up there for a bit, sort of big queues and whatever. Not necessarily a big queue, it's just taking forever to get everyone's order out, so took a little while. Getting the old Greg's breakfast. Well, I'll have a bacon roll this morning. Then trundling on down the A38 past Plymouth into Saltash, and the police have shut the road, the A38 between Saltash and Windy Ridge, so I've just had to go up the A388, is it? And then, yeah, the A388, and then down the A390, which is what I'm on now. Now I've got to go back on the A38 and go back the other way, but then I had to loop round anyway to get to the customer. So it's added a good... It's probably taken about an hour longer to get in than it should have done, really, but we're fine. Doesn't hurt. Now about my my three things that have happened in January. So I'm trying to think what the first one was now. Yeah, first one. I'll show you a picture of it. I have smashed the light which is on top of the roof on the passenger side. Don't know if you saw me, I was on just another Truckin podcast a few weeks back, and I sort of said on there what happened. Now my subject on there was roads that are labelled as unshootable but are perfectly fine to drive down, and roads that are unshootable but have no restrictions whatsoever. So I was going to a waterworks down in where was it? Davidstow, I think it was, near Camelford. Going to a waterworks down there, which is near the airport. Well, there's a little runway thing there, like I think it's like a hobby airport, aircraft thing, something. Anyway, so I was going the way the sat-nav was telling me, which was fine. Tells me to turn off onto this road. I was like, okay. Had no restrictions on it, no blue signs saying unshootable, no width, height, length restrictions, nothing like that. Start going down this road, I think, oh, it's not too bad. Get to one little bit where there's this house, brick, they got a stone wall out the front of the house that goes right up and over and squeezes the road. Anyway, I'll come forwards to get around it. I get me cab about 30 degrees to the trailer, and I'm like, I ain't gonna make this. Yeah, because the trailer would have just pulled the wall down. There's no way I could have adjusted because of trees and bank on that side. Anyway, I've put the truck in the reverse to go back, and then being an automatic, it doesn't always bite. You know, if you're trying to be gentle, sometimes it either jumps back a bit, which I didn't want to do, or sometimes it rolls forward. It just so happens this time I was trying to be gentle, it rolled forward, and I must have been literally leaning against this branch, so I went forward and smashed the light up in the top corner, which is a pain because they're not cheap to do, and they're a sealed unit, so it has to be cut out and a new one has to be put in, so it's a pain of a job to do. Apparently only DAF can do it, so my truck's got to go off to there at some point and have that done. So that was one. In the end, I had to go back up round where this airport was and actually drive through this airfield, which you wouldn't have thought you could drive through an airfield, but apparently it's the only way I could get there in this big vehicle. So yeah, it is what it is. My next one is the curtain on this trailer. I pulled into, this is only like the following week, pulled into Peterborough Services, pulled them on first spot. Yeah, I thought I'd go drop the kids off at the pool. While I was sat there writing my memoirs and that, some plonkers obviously come in and thought, oh, I'll reverse into the space next to this guy. Reversed in, and it's not till I got to my customer I noticed my curtain's ripped. So someone's obviously reversed him and smacked his trailer on the corner of mine. Not done any damage to the unit, luckily. It's right on the front of the trailer. I can obviously put a picture up so you can see that now. And yeah, he's obviously hit the trailer, realised, and just buggered off. So it's like, thanks for that. This is the farm I'm going to. And then my third one is my little slip on the ice. The picture, which I put up now, looks like I've come down the hill and slid and gone, but it's not. I actually slowed right down to almost a stop, turned into the turn-in, and went to go forwards, and well, obviously didn't have any traction. So, ooh, trees. So, obviously I tried to reverse out to try and get a bit of a run up, but as I reversed out, the trailer's still trying to push me down a hill at an angle. So as I was going back, it pushed my cab sideways against the hedge. I didn't actually hit the hedge. I was still a few inches away from it. But at that point, I sort of stopped and thought, right, that's what this will do. And some nice guy there had a Defender tied to the front of me and managed to drag me out. So yeah, that was my 3 little incidences for January. Yeah. Right, is this where he's going to be unloading me? I'm going to pull in here a minute and then I'll give him a call. So I'll pull in it, I'll give him a shout. What I'll do is I'll just pull here for a minute because then I can adjust if he needs me to go in there. This might be it, or it might be up there or something. I'll give him a shout. Anyway, here's the man. I'll speak to him in a minute and see where he wants me. Do you want me here? Yeah, I'll straighten up. Right, we're all done and tipped. Before I got interrupted by the farmer turning up to do his job, that's fine. I was going to show you these. What do you reckon? If you want one, underneath the video there should be a little thing to click on to order yourself a t-shirt with my logo on it. I wasn't ever going to do merch, but I thought, nah, I like the stuff and want to support the channel, crack on. There's some mugs as well, so there's that. If you feel inclined to, crack on. If you don't want one, don't bother me. It's there if you want it, but if you don't want it, no problem. Yeah, I know some people get a bit funny when you start selling merch. They're like, oh, you're just trying to make money. No, I've lowered the profit down on it, so I'm not making a lot. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a phone call from the boss. I am now heading back to the yard. Looks like the A38 is still shut, so it's looping me back up onto the A30, which is a bit of a pain. Turns my hour and a half or hour and 40-minute journey into like a 2.5 hour journey. So that's a nightmare. But we'll do what we can. Yeah, we've got to go quite a bit out of our way really, which is not ideal. I mean, I could go back down up that way, which would probably save me a bit of time, but either way it's going to be a pain. Right, so we're going to spin round it and then head back to the yard. Yeah, I assume my boss is trying to find me a job to sort of head back with, like a return load, but obviously there's nothing available. So back to the yard it is. Just fine by me. There we go. Right, let's get up this bit of hill. Trying to make me cut across the carriageway and turn right here, which I don't particularly want to do. I want to go left really, because wow, it's a lot less sketchy. Come on people, you can move over in the second lane, let me go, but no, just stay in the first lane, that's fine. The next car after you can move over though. Alright, let's head on back to the yard and then see what else we got for the day. I'll see you in a bit, I guess. Right, we are back at the yard. Well, sort of. Dropped that trailer off at the workshop so it can have the curtain repaired. Yeah, lane departure system malfunction. It's because the little sensors are all dirty because the horrible salt they seem to be using this year. Stuff is horrible. It's black and really dirty stuff. I mean, it's usually pretty bad most years, but it seems to be particularly grubby, the shit, the salt that they're using. Oh, hiccups and everything. Crazy. Where was I? Yeah, back at the yard. Dropped that trailer off to have the curtain fixed. The ratchet winder on the rear of the passenger side, or the near side, whatever you want to call it, that appears to be broken. That was like that when I picked it up anyway. It doesn't ratchet, so there is a way to stop it from pulling the curtain out. So I'll show you how to do that one day, I guess. There are knacks to these things. And then obviously the tear where that matey's reversing me, so that's going to get repaired before it goes back up to Highfields, whose trailer it is. Now I'm going to go to West Bay to my usual customer there, which you've seen me collect from loads of times, to go collect a load of stuff that's going to Colchester. So tomorrow we are off to Colchester, which you will come with me for that. So I'm going to go grab this load, going to go strap it up, grab my paperwork, bagger off. I'm going to grab the paperwork first when I get there, because last time I done that I forgot to grab the paperwork and just drove off without it. So yeah, it went until I was like a good hour or so away and it was like, yeah, too late for that now. It wasn't too bad then. The place I went to didn't need it. Right, I will see you when I have collected the load. See you shortly. It'll probably be too dark to film strapping it up, so I won't bother doing that. No problem this time of year. Too dark. I mean, the nights are getting, well, the days are getting longer again. So it's currently 5:15 and it's still a bit light out, so not too bad. See you soon. Alright. Collect the trailer, strapped up, ready to go. Let's get out of here. I didn't actually take that long, to be fair. It's 26 pallets of furniture, flat pack furniture, like pre-built stuff. So yeah, gotta be careful with the old strapping because you end up breaking it otherwise. I'm very careful. It's almost pointless strapping it because you have to do it so loose so you don't break anything. Would it really hold it down? Alright, so we're going to crack on as far as we can. I'm probably going to stop just outside of Basingstoke tonight. And then mosey on up to Colchester in the morning. Yes. Yes. Colchester it is. I think I've been to Colchester before, I can't remember. I've been to many places. I can't remember them all. So I'm mosey on up the road for a few hours. We got like 3 hours and 57 minutes driving on a 10 anyway. I don't particularly want to use that. Actually, what am I up? 2 hours 40. I don't really want to stop for a 45 if I have to. I don't know. I'm at 2 hours 40 minutes driving at the moment. It's just working out the times in my head. I'll come out till 9. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Ideally I want to try and get to Basingstoke at least, so we will sort of play that by ear. I don't think I'll quite get there in an hour and 40 minutes. I might do. Hour and 50 even, sorry. That's when my 4.5 will be up. We'll see where we get to. I will see you a little bit later. Hurrah. Hello and good morning, everybody. On to the next day now. We didn't get as far as we would have liked last night. Obviously I would have wanted to get to Basingstoke, that was the plan, but I got as far as Ringwood and I was on my 13 hours pretty much. I stopped at like 5 to 7, something like that, so 13 hours at that point. And I needed 45 to be able to continue any further, really. I was like, well, by the time I've had a 45, that'll be like nearly 8 o'clock. So So it's like, well, if I have that, I've only got like an hour and a bit to go. So I thought, well, sod it, rather than just doing that, I'll just stop there and crack on, just because there's no point in me getting to this place too early, you know, having a night off and getting there too early, because I'll end up in a situation where I'll be there just far too early anyway, or I'm just wasting the fact I'll have a reduced rest or extended day or whatever. So I thought I'll just stop on a 13 and just drive up in the morning. Shut up. I don't be in the kit off, so I was still going over that line. Yeah, so I figured I might as well just have an 11 off, have a nice long rest, got myself some pasta bake thing, and let that relax for the night, watch some YouTube stuff, and catch up on, and then got up at what, 5:45 this morning, started at 6. We're now an hour, what is it, nearly 2 hours into my day now. Stopped at Winchester Services to use the toilet, getting some breakfast and whatever, and just stopped off at Fleet there to put some fuel in, 512 litres to be exact, and now we're heading off up to wherever it was we were going, Colchester, that's the one. So yeah, we've got about 2.5 hours left to go there, depending on traffic around the M25, which so far we have about 12 minutes of. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, that's not even the M25, that's the M3. Joining the M25, I'd say. So we'll continue on. Still haven't woken up yet. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Okay, here we are in Colchester. Britain's first city, apparently, according to the signpost on the way in here. Whatever that means. Was the first city we ever had, was it? I don't know. I don't know. London wasn't always the capital as well, would you believe? Winchester used to be at one point. If you go to Winchester, you'll see that it was all built around a castle. You can still see some of the castle walls and whatever. Crazy. Anyway, this is a Colchester inn, so let's shut up about Winchester. I think I've been around here before for a delivery, but I can't remember. It's taking a little bit longer to get here than expected, sort of stopping to fill up and everything. Had a bit of traffic here and there, a few roadworks, broken down DPD van on the A12. So of course everyone has to go over to the second lane for that. It's like, everyone waits till the last minute. Oh, come on people, get off the road, will you? Just toodle, it's fine. I'm not waiting to go anywhere or anything. I think I've done a delivery sort of around. I don't think I've actually been into the city of Colchester. I've done a delivery sort of like on the outskirts of it, I think. I can't remember. I've been to so many places, it's hard to remember everywhere I've been to. But I believe I'm going to a site where they've been building some flats, I think, or something. So, got a load of furniture for that. I think it's near the university. So university, college, whatever it is. Something like that. Keep yawning today as well. Not overly tired, I slept pretty well, but very yawny today. Yawny, is that even a word? Come on, truck. Come on. There we go. That upshifting gears was not good timing, really. There's problems with a automatic gearbox. Same with the snow the other day, on the ice as well, where I slipped the other day. If I had a manual, it would have been a bit easier to negotiate that, because you got a bit more finite control. Whereas with the auto, you put your foot down, it's sort of, I just want to go, and it's like, nope, slip. Whereas with the clutch, you can just like ease off the clutch, and yeah, you get a bit more refinement with the control of the vehicle. But when I go into places like London, I'd much prefer an auto all day long. Just imagine how many times you have to change gear in London, especially if you have like a 12 or 16 speed gearbox, you know. A bit like running a marathon on the clutch pedal, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'll stick with me auto, that'll do me. I'd like to still have a knee when I'm in my 50s and 60s. Right, 5 minutes away now apparently. This could be a bit of a longer segment of the video, just to pad the video out. I mean, it's better to pad it with actual driving rather than time lapses. Oh, what's going on here? This looks like a weird little roundabout thing. Is it a roundabout made up of roundabouts? Almost like the magic roundabout in Swindon, but not quite as crazy. No, yeah, it's not too bad. Get around you. Come in this way. I'll stop them. I should have gone, really. Now I've got to wait for all these cars to go. I'm kind of blocking both lanes. I'm not really too fussed about that. I'm going to go now. These guys are my blockers, to block them so I can go. So it's quite fancy around here, got some nice architecture, I guess. Alright. Yay, housing estate. Elmstead Road. This should be where I'm going then. Goes round to the right. I was looking at that. Alright, let's go down here and find someone, I guess. Figure out where I gotta go. Captain Road. Right, have I got to see someone? I'll see this man here, have I? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. I'll see you in a minute. Still going. Well, we try. Come back. Yup, over that way. Yeah. Yeah. Only got a few more to come off now. The problem is, because it's where I am near the gateway, I've had to move over slightly to allow other heavy traffic to come in, and I've sunk in the mud a little bit, so I'm hoping I can still get out because my rear wheels are still somewhat on the hard, so I'll stick in def lock, give it a full lock, and try and come back out of the dirt a bit. This is going to be entertaining. Hopefully I'm not stuck. I've lowered the rear suspension a bit as well to hopefully put more weight on the rear, so we'll see how we get on with that. Not ideal. Right. See if we can get out of it. So I'm going to full lock backwards. I'm going to put diff lock on just for good measure. Right, we're out. Oh good, we didn't get stuck. That could be a little bit muddy, flicking mud everywhere, so we'll see how we get on with that. Right, let's raise my suspension back up, because I lowered the suspension down slightly to put more weight onto the actual drive axle, so hopefully that'll that gave me enough traction, but we got out anyway without any issues, so all good. Alright, now we're off to Rimney, whatever it is. Sort of, I think it's just inside the M25 on the east side somewhere. Got to go collect some recycling to head off up to Lincoln with. You know, the usual sort of spot. So we've got to go there, go do a collection. I've got to ring my boss when I'm sort of near there, so we'll find somewhere to stop and give him a call. And then, yeah, do a collection. Hour and 21 minutes away. Yeah, it was about just over 2.5 hours that tip was, because they had to take one piece. They got a can't remember what she said it was now, like a lift thing, but not a lift, it was called something, a hoist or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they had to take like one pallet off me at a time, and then to take it all the way over to the other side of the building site, put one pallet on, take it up. And the thing is, when he took another one off, he then had to wait for the hoist to come back down ready to then lift the next one up. So yeah, it took a considerable amount of time to get all that off, but it's okay, it's all done now. We're all done. We're on our way now to go do a collection. Yeah. Oh dear, gotta love building sites sometimes. They usually come in two ways. You'll either be there in and out in no time at all, or you'll be there for hours. There just seems to be no in between. Even the ones you go to regularly as well. You're either in and out, or you're there for hours. Never mind. Alright. Ideally, I need to be in the other lane. Oopsie. Oh, they're going that way, so that's going to be my opportunity to shift it on over a bit. Let's wait for these vehicles to go that way. While everyone else wonders what I'm doing because I'm a large vehicle and I don't realise how much room I need. Oh dear. Not a lot's happened today really. Drove here, unloaded the stuff, and that's it so far. I mean, it's not been long for you, but it's like, what? I can't even do maths today. 7.5 hours I've been going today, so yeah, not done a lot in 7.5 hours. Can't complain. Could be worse. I could be working out in the cold as a labourer. Sod that. I like my nice cushy job where I sit on my backside for many hours a day. Right, anyway, onwards for the collection point. I will see you a bit later. Right, we are, I think, near where we're collecting from. I haven't got, like, a proper location yet. Just come off the A13, off the M25 A13, heading in towards London. I should probably put my DVS kit on, shouldn't I? Yeah, I've got to collect some recycling down here somewhere, but I'm not given any details on that until I'm pretty much there, apparently. So this should be entertaining. I'm just hoping I'm going to somewhat the right place, I guess. Apparently I'm 3 miles away, but I don't know the absolute ins and outs of it. So I've just been given this rough... Right, you just kind of... Okay. So I've got to pull over up here somewhere and give my boss a call and figure out exactly where it is and what it is I'm collecting. So I'm gonna wait for this guy to do what he's doing, which is fair enough. I'm gonna go now. Should have plenty of room now. Yeah, and then we're gonna figure out where we're collecting from, I guess. I know it's recycling. There is something to do with recycling down here, I guess. Whether it's the correct place or not, I don't know. No idea. I'm going to head this way anyway, and then I'll get the boss a call. It would be nice to have a actual premises name, so I have like half a clue. Oh, jeez. This road's a bit... random, a bit bumpy. I don't know. That looks like a factory that could do recycling. Something over there looks like it could do recycling. I don't know. I really don't know. I think there's a landfill down here as well, so I don't know if it's something to do with that. That's a storage place, it's not that. Alright. Oh, it looks like there's a weighbridge or something here, so I don't know if it's something to do with them. I don't know. Find out in a minute, I guess. Oh, Oh, there's a camera thing here. What's this say? No recording. If so, I have to turn my cameras off. Oh no, just saying it's 24-hour cameras. Smile, you're on CCTV. Oh no, this is all locked up. Okay, nothing here then. Right, I should probably leave it here. I will bring you back in when I'm done down here, because I'm going to guess I might get told off if I film down here, so I will see you shortly. Right, okay, we are loaded. It's currently 4:20, and we're off to Lincoln, to the normal spot. Oh, there's a Highfields. Didn't want to wave. Yeah, so we're loaded with 40 bales of plastic, different size bales to what we normally take, but still similar sort of thing. Plastic bottles, pretty much. Yeah, gross and 38 ton, so reasonably heavy. Yeah, it's quite scenic out here. See the old Dartford crossing over there. Not that you can see that from the camera. I should probably. Oh, there's no one here at the moment. No one here at the minute. Let's stop for a second. It says no parking on here, but who cares? So you can see the old Dartford crossing over there, the old bridge going over. So yeah, we're not going that way today. We're going a slightly different way because we're going north rather than back towards base. So we got to get up there. We're going to get up there tonight. We are going to make it, but we're going to have about an hour's working time tops, and they ain't going to get me tipped in an hour. I might even just be doing a trailer swap, I don't know yet. I'll have to ring the boss and find out. So I will be getting up there tonight on a 15, of course, and I will do it within a 9-hour drive, so as long as I don't hit any mad traffic. But I'm only touching the M25 for a few junctions, so we should be alright. Better back off. These road bumps are vicious down here. I'm glad I don't work down here and have to drive my car down here. If I had the Audi, I think I'd get stuck on these, but don't have to worry about that anymore, do we? Mind you, if I do it on with the MX-5, that would be quite low as well. It'd be like ridiculous, but still. Stiffen her up, lower the centre of gravity, make her hold the road better. Why not take her on the track? Yeah. So yeah. Apparently there's a bit of a nature reserve out here as well. There seems to be some, like, pedestrian things where you can go and have a walk around here or something. I don't know exactly the ins and outs of it, but yeah, looks like there's a few bits you can walk around. Like a bit of a marshland or something like that. Bit of a nature reserve. There was a sign up here saying something about a nature reserve. Yeah. Yep, lane departure system malfunctions because the sensors are dirty, I know. Just going to keep flashing it up now every 5 minutes. Oh, another massive speed up. Anyway, I've got a bit of a drive ahead of me, so I'm going to crack on for the next 3.5 hours. See where we get to. I'll say we will get there, we will get to the airfield, but whether we get it off or do a trailer swap tonight, I don't know exactly, but we will get there. Alright, I'll leave it here for now. I will see you a little bit later. I'll let you know what I've done then. Bye for now. Okay, here we are. Technically at Lincoln, but north of it. Yeah. So we're just coming up on Hemswell Cliff, or whatever it's called. The yeah, Hemswell Cliff. There is a sign right there, John, that says a name on it. Like boy. Oh, car coming. Just turn my lights down. Oh, he's buggered off. Put them back on. Yeah, it's currently 11 minutes past 8. I'm currently on 8 hours 57 minutes driving. It's going to be about 2 minutes till I'm there. So I'm going to get there at like 8 hours 59 theoretically, but I've still got to do a bit of shunting around, so I'm going to going to a 10-hour drive by like a few minutes, which is most annoying. Bit of a waste of a 10-hour drive, but it is what it is. I mean, I could just pull up on the airfield here and then just stop for the night and then go book it in the morning, but I've got time, so I'd rather go book it in now, go get my trailer on, and then get ready to pretty much just get on and go in the morning. So I don't have to muck around first thing, really, if I can help it. Seems quite busy here today. There's quite a few trucks here. Hopefully down there there's going to be a bit more room. There's usually always somewhere to park up around here. I've never had trouble not being able to stop, because I could literally stop anywhere along here. There's a car coming, but I'll get out before he's up here. Oh, wheel spin. Not wheel spin. But I could get away without even hitching up to my trailer. I could just like drop this trailer in the yard, stay in the yard for the night, and then hitch up to my trailer in the morning. There's plenty of room to stop here for the night. This is where I normally like to stop. These guys are all facing down this way. I don't particularly want to park with me window facing someone. Could pull up behind this guy. See how I feel in a bit. If I've got plenty of time to do the trailer swap, I'll do that. We'll see. All depends how quickly they book me in here. Normally don't take too long. Alright, just slow right down here. I tend to pull onto this patch of dirt or whatever a bit too quick, and it shakes me around a bit. But we have arrived. 8:13, 8:59 driving. It's probably going to take over 9, innit? Either way, I'm into a 10-hour drive today because I need to do a little bit more driving, which is going to put me over. Right, let's go put this in. I'll see you in a minute. as you can see, put the other trailer on, pitched it all up. It's now 8:47. So it's like 13 minutes until my 15-hour day runs out. So yeah, we've done pretty well today. We got quite a bit done. I actually get, well, I ain't got to muck around tomorrow booking that in, swapping trailers tomorrow. Tomorrow I can just get straight to the collection. So yeah, I think they start loading about 6 or 7 now. They're about an hour and 20 minutes away, I think. So we ain't gonna get there that early. So earliest I can start now is like 10 to 6, but I'll just start at 6, just keeps it easier, doesn't it? But yeah, done 9 hours and 9 minutes driving as well. So I've gone into a 10-hour drive by 9 minutes, which is annoying. Rather get at least half hour into a 10 if you can help it. Makes it worthwhile. Otherwise you're just throwing it away for nothing. But that's how it goes sometimes. Right, I'm gonna have something to eat. Don't know what yet. I've got various things. Got pasta bake. It's got soup, chili, curry, all sorts of things. I've got a load of tin stuff in, so I'm trying to get through that at the moment rather than keep buying new stuff. Get rid of some of the old stuff I got. So might have something out of that. Yeah, hopefully not annoy the guy in front of me by having the engine running while I'm microwaving stuff. But you know, I've got to eat. We all start and finish work at different times. So yeah. Right, so I'm gonna sit here, have something to eat, and go to bed. Also, remember I said, get yourself a t-shirt if you want. I'm not going to keep pushing these. They'll be on the bottom if you see them. So I might mention it once in a blue moon. So I might add some other things as well. The mug, ladies t-shirt, men's t-shirts. So literally just my logo one. If you fancy one and think, oh, I might support the channel a little bit, then get yourself one. If not, don't worry about it. I know some people get a bit funny when people start selling merch. But at the end of the day, if you don't agree with it, don't buy it. You know, all money goes back into the channel to an extent. At the moment, most of it's going towards bits for the car, so I actually have something to film on it. So yeah, hopefully have a video out there soon doing all the brakes. That's discs, pads, new calipers and brake lines all around. I've also got some new wheels for the car, which I'm going to colour, spray at some point. And yeah, we'll get some other stuff at some point. So hopefully start getting a few videos of that out. Don't really fancy wrenching on it in the winter time, but needs must. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. That's entirely up to you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you nothing, so you know you can keep track of what I'm doing. Also, you can hit the little bell icon thing, and it gives you notifications when my videos are released. But if you don't want to do that, my videos are released at 6 PM every Monday anyway. Car videos are released whatever day I said. I can't remember now. I'll have to look, see when I released the last one. I think it was on a Friday or a Saturday or something. And shut up Google, I wasn't talking to you. Share my video with somebody you think might like it, and leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment. What do you think of my banner I had put up? I know some people say you can't see it from outside, but I can't really put it on the back wall there because I'll use them cubby holes and it'll be in the way. But up there, people walking by out the front of the truck will be able to see it and see it. So yeah, that's the meaning behind that one. So I like it anyway. Anyway, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbyes. Time for sleep.